Hello to all my amazing viewers and subscribers. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I just wanted to give you a quick reminder that from the week of June 19th through the 24th, I will not be conducting any private readings as I will be on vacation. And I will be answering emails, but please be patient as, I need my time to detox and enjoy myself as well. Also, some of you may have seen in my previous PSA video that I was not going to be around for the channel or private readings from like the beginning of July to the middle of August. That has since changed due to some choices I've made in my life and, listening to spirit and having faith. I'm going to be, around to help you guys. Yeah, Gemini season's all about making decisions and having a lot of choices. And I think you guys have seen that in the general readings. There's been a lot of choices that we all have been able to make, and a lot of them are great to choose from. But some limit our freedoms more than others. So I had to make that decision for myself as well. So I will be around, okay? So that means that Cancer season and Leo season get their readings, and that's very exciting. Again, guys, if you have any questions about my services, please email me before you book if you're confused. As well as if you want to add astrology to your soul reading, okay? Do not hit the book button because that pays for $40 instead of the $45. Like it says in the instructions, please contact me directly and I will send you a PayPal link for the appropriate amount. Thank you again to all of my clients and all of you guys for viewing. Like, this happened to seemingly happen overnight, and it's been extremely humbling to be able to deliver these messages to you guys and get the feedback that I've been getting. Like, it's an honor. I need you to know that I do this because this is just my truth. I do it because it's my truth. And the fact that in turn, it's so openly accepted, and then, I get to support my life and support the way that I deliver my truth, through this is just magnificent. So thank you all for being here. And now it's time for your reading. The message I'm getting, Aquarius, is spiritually stunted. Wow. This just fell out. The Tower with the 10 of Cups. Maybe you're realizing that your happy ending, that your ultimate happiness is nothing like what you originally pictured. But yeah, the message I was getting was spiritually stunted. I was feeling like, remember when you're younger, you'd get growth pains in your shin? You could almost, like, you went through that period in your life where you literally could feel your bones growing and your plates growing. Like, it's like spirit is trying to grow that bone or that muscle for you so that you can take this next step. Like, I'm seeing like a literal step, like a foot that's trying to extend, or in a leg that's trying to extend to the next step, but it's not quite there yet. And like spirit is trying to grow your bone so that you have the I want to say wingspan, but that's obviously arms, not legs. Like the reach, you know what I mean? The stride. There it is. Yep. Spirit is giving you the strength to make this new decision, to go after your divine life path, to go after your divine partner, to go after the person in the lifestyle that is really aligned with your spiritual truth. Aquarius. It's time to be strong. It's time to stop taking the easy way out. It's time to go through those growth pains and make those big decisions. All right, Aquarius, this is very interesting. All right, let me just jump into it. I do past, present, and future for love. And even though this is getting recorded on June 9th, and I'll title this a June love reading, this really goes for the next month. So from like now to like July 9th. The overall energy: it is safe for you to love, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, with the 2 of Swords. So these innately are contradictory. Saying it's safe to love, give and receive, receive the energy, open your heart to receiving the energy. The Two of Swords is someone who is kind of like in mental gridlock, okay? Someone who has not let the energy into their heart, has not made a decision based on their heart, has not made a decision at all. This is someone that is just in the stage of contemplation, but at the same time, this also is a denial. This is like someone that knows they need to make a decision, but is just sitting and kind of not even really contemplating. Like, you're just kind of like, okay, I have all the facts. I know all of the facts, yet I'm just going to sit here with them. I know I can't even crunch these numbers any further. I know I can't even keep looking over these scenarios and what has happened and what hasn't happened and whatever. Never mind, Aquarius, actually paying attention to how you feel. God forbid. God forbid. A little bit, I feel like you're playing a game with yourself. Okay? Pretending like you're not safe. Like I almost think you think it's safer to not make any decisions at all, whether it to be go to a partnership or get out of a partnership or, you know, reignite a partnership. And it doesn't matter which phase of dating you're in or how single you are. Whatever stage you're in, you're ready for another one. Excuse me, a different one. You know, you're ready to transition because more than anything, even if you're with somebody, you have not been open to really being in love or having love or exchanging that lighthearted, trustworthy energy. You've just kind of been, I think, closed off for a while, wondering if it's even worth, you know, opening back up. Like, I'm almost feeling like a little bit of a like roommates energy with this, like where you've been cohabitating, but you've just been like roommates, you know what I mean? Not lovers, and you've kind of settled for that. Two of Swords. You're like, well, you know, originally it was, should we break up or should we stay together? But I mean, we kind of didn't do either, but we don't really have sex anymore, and we kind of just live here. Like, that's kind of how I'm feeling. So you have to decide to either like open your heart back up to this person and let them back in, or move on, or date for the first time, or whatever. But you need to realize that you're safe, Aquarius. You're not going to get that until you actually look into your heart for yourself. Because if you're not looking into your heart at all, how are you ever going to know where you're at? Like, of course you're not going to know. Okay? You can't always be uber detached. Like, it's not going to help. In the past, we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Speaking of detached. We have the Strength card again, but this time with the Magician. They fell out together, and underneath that, I have the Seven of Wands. So I think that some of you have either been single for a while or have been withdrawn from your relationship, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you have physically withdrawn, but you've at least energetically and emotionally withdrawn from your relationship, like I was talking about with the roommates vibe. Potentially from a Leo, but I'm not really feeling that. I'm feeling that message of strength being what I was saying before, with you needing to maybe pull back to reignite your own inner strength and really gauge where you're at. But at the same time, this Magician energy here is seeming a little bit deceptive. It's not too deceptive because we don't have the Seven of Swords here, but we do have two sevens. We do have two sevens, okay? So I'm feeling a little bit, it's kind of like you're using your ability to be detached, right? Retreat, disconnect. You're using your ability to be okay in detachment, right? In that being okay to be detached, you were able to like create new boundaries that kind of like separated you from somebody else or you from your partner to kind of process things. Like your partner doesn't have access to this energy. And what's interesting is if you look, the flowers that are around the woman in the Strength card are the same are what's growing in the Magician's garden. Okay. This is almost kind of like saying like, even if you did retreat to somebody, like due to your mental power in the Magician, due to you being able to do magic tricks, like do whatever, you know what I mean? Do optical illusions. Like you're gone, right? Like you're physically away from them, but you are like on the sneak tips sending like telepathic messages, but to kind of like get into their field, right? But all the while, Seven of Wands, you're doing your own thing. You're doing your own work, energetic work to keep separate boundaries. There's a strong sense of separateness here. Also, I think that, again, on the other side of it is the Magician is very powerful and someone that knows their power, and combined with strength, I think that you took the time away, Aquarius, as well to set new positive boundaries and figure out what it is that's yours and what it is that isn't yours, and where people have projected on you and what you really want. Like, because there's a sense of having to battle and defend your choices with the Seven of Wands and what's important to you. Okay. What's interesting is if you add all these cards up together right here, you also get a 7. Okay, so 7 is very spiritual, but it's also a little sneaky. So I think that whatever you've been up to, Aquarius, you've been doing something that benefits you in being in your level of resiliency, right? There's a sense of you being able to defend yourself against anyone else, but potentially also defending yourself against being loved. Because when we create boundaries and borders, like, there's levels to that. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes they are very positive because we can't be so empathetic that we don't know what energy is ours and what is someone else's. However, we also can quickly tip into territory where we're being defensive and we are creating borders that other people physically cannot project through. And that's kind of what I'm feeling like. You've created some level of security around yourself that even if someone is in your life trying to send you love, you cannot receive it. You have put yourself in a position to not receive it. And you've used your the connection that you do have to source to create that. Right? Put yourself in this deadlock. You've put yourself in some sort of situation where you don't have to really engage with the outside world, because this woman's blindfolded. But I think that you tied on that blindfold. If you look, the Magician has something very similar around his head. It's kind of like it just dropped down. Okay? Do not, when you bamboozle others, even if it's not even like in a very like deceptive way, you know what I mean? This could just really, this could be as simple as like, you don't love somebody the way they love you anymore, right? As an example. But instead of like full on breaking up, you just say like, let's take time apart. Even though you know 1 month apart, 1 week apart, 3 months apart, whatever, nothing is going to change your mind. But you still do that. That's an example, okay? Just so when you blind somebody else, right, from the truth of what's happening, you also, in some capacity, in a different arena, will blind your own self, because there's always a reflection of our actions coming back to us, okay? So just be mindful of that. In the present, we have trust. The situation is calling for you to have trust. And again, if we have trust, we don't need to do anything to manipulate people or manipulate situations to gain power. Underneath that, the 7 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Because this is a love reading and because of the vibe that I'm getting, like, this 2 of Cups is definitely, I'm feeling like, even if you haven't been dating, this 2 of Cups is someone that you know already or have known in the past, okay? Or obviously your current partner. Now the 7 of Cups, the 2 of Cups in trust. Now because of the outcome, I'm going to spin this a couple different ways. The 7 of Cups very may well could be the relationship of your dreams. 7 of Cups and 2 of Cups, okay? Right? Because there's an idealistic vibe here with the 7 of Cups. But the 7 of Cups also can be full of distractions. Meaning like if you have several options in front of you, or you've been contemplating something for a long time, you need to trust your intuition, you need to trust your instincts before you go and partner off with somebody, because you need to make sure you know what cup they're offering. Like, you need to really know what's in that cup before you accept it. Also, if you have been playing the field, 7 of Cups, you need to be honest and trust, you know what I mean? And show trust in another person. Because this idea of like you not wanting to put all your eggs in one basket to an extent because you either don't trust that person or you don't trust yourself not to have a wandering eye, 7 of Cups. Okay? The situation is calling for you to have faith. Like, do you believe that there's even an ideal relationship of your dreams out there for you? Because, you know, behind the 2 of Swords was the Moon, which totally can be very deceptive. However, the cards that come after that, look, Knight of Cups and the Hierophant, like the Hierophant's down here. So I don't feel that this is necessarily deceptive or whatever, but I do think that it requires you to use your analytical mind in a different way. All this power that you were wielding to kind of separate yourself, okay, now use it to see the truth of what's underneath all these veils. Because if you really want to partner up with somebody or have a trustworthy relationship or have a deep binded relationship, you have to, one, believe that it's safe for you to love somebody and be safe to be loved back. Because I do think Aquarius, like, I've never met an Aquarius that didn't have a really good heart, okay? However, they can almost come across more detached than Gemini. Like, to me, Libra is the least attached air sign. But Gemini can be very detached, but it's more because they're, like, sporadic. Aquarius, Sun, and Moon both have a tendency to just, like, make light of their feelings. Okay, that's the best way to describe it. They make light of their feelings. Like, they act like they're not a big deal. And I feel like this is what is happening right here, okay? It is a big deal, Aquarius. It is a big deal how you feel because that's what love is about, okay? Focusing on how we feel. You have to trust what you've been feeling, and that will make the clouds of this dissipate so that you can see what it is that you want in a relationship or what it is that you do or do not have in this relationship and go forward and go get it. If you don't have it, you can go get it. But if you keep like playing the field or like, you know, just la-di-dying like with this idea or this concept of a relationship but not really investing in it, right? Then you're never going to see anything because there needs to be movement here because this is no movement. And this is someone that's about to get, you know, to take embarkment on their horse, right? Their horse, yep, the horse's feet are up. He's about to take off. And it's coming, okay? But I want you to be clear because in the future, we have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, which is echoing what I was saying here about I don't think this is a brand new person, like a brand new person. In some capacity, you know this person already, okay? We have the 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. So in some ways, for those of you that are single, you know, like haven't been committed to one person at all, I think the person that is coming in will come in quickly, particularly I don't think they're going to show their face to you. I think that they're going to send you a text or an email or a phone call or, you know, a tweet or whatever. Okay. Something like that. This person, I will be single because I think there is a little bit of a feeling here, Aquarius, too, that maybe you've been dealing with people that they may not be cheating on someone. Like they may not be like outright dating, but like you're playing the field and the people that you're attracting are also playing the field. So there's a sense of you haven't been able to like lock somebody down that was ready for something serious, but you also haven't been acting like you want something serious too. You know what I'm saying? So this next person that comes in could be the one, but the reason it would work, the reason that it would actually make sense is because this person, 9 of Pentacles, is extremely independent. And I tend not to, I tend to see myself in this card so much. I love this card. So a little bit I projected Virgo energy onto this, but I'm not trying to do that for you guys unless it resonates. But what is amazing about this woman or this man is that they don't get with somebody because they need something from that person, because they need emotional support, or because they need money, or because they need to feel like, you know, like they're the center of someone's world. They They have everything they could possibly imagine on their own. They're good. They're good. They're not looking for codependency. They're looking for true partnership. Okay? So if someone does come in, that would be the traits of them, and they would probably come in with a message. It would be like you just met them or just started chatting with them again. Okay? I don't see this as you guys going out on a date particularly. I think you're still trying to decide if this is even something that you're interested in pursuing. Also, Aquarius, this could be your energy, and you send out, you're sending out messages, or you're getting that realization that that's what you want, because in order to attract a person that's going to match us and really not get codependent and give us the space, right? Because Aquarius, God forbid, I know you need your freedom and your space to be aloof by yourself. If you are the Nine of Pentacles, that's a very single, capable energy. So, if that's you, then that's a great position to be in as well. Ooh. Four of Crystals or Pentacles with the Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And on the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. So, yeah. This definitely can be a sexual offer for sure. That's a lot of wands to come out in one shot. Or this can be someone that really again, okay, so Eight of Wands is always fast communication to me, and that's what I was really trying to clarify because, it's kind of like, all right, what kind of communication, right? So this Four of Pentacles feels to me like it coincides with the energy of the Nine of Pentacles. This person, or you, Aquarius, that's coming in is extremely secure, okay? They definitely got their money right. They don't need nothing from you, okay? They don't need nothing from you. They're good with themselves. They got them. Okay? They got them. Then with this Eight of Wands, Two of Wands, Knight of Wands. This person could make you, right, think about moving forward with love or think about moving forward with relationship. Because the Two of Wands, there's always a sense of deciding to move forward, planning to move forward, but not actually quite doing it yet. But Knight of Wands means it's coming in fast. Page of Wands overall is something very passionate, something exciting. I think that you'd have a lot of fun with this person because they don't need anything from you but a good time. And maybe that's the levity you've been missing in your relationships, Aquarius. Not that you don't want to take somebody serious, but up front, you need it to be just about fun and passion and just enjoying each other's company. I don't know why I keep looking at this Knight of Wands and wanting to laugh. Like he looks like a funny person to me. I don't know why. I have no idea why I think that. But I think the person that would come in, it would be a really good energy of you guys just having a good time. Straight up. Okay? So be gentle with yourself, Aquarius. Things don't happen overnight, but we do have to open ourselves up to the ability and the possibility of being loved if we are going to put ourselves in the dating field. You know what I mean? What's the point of dating around if you don't even really want to be with anyone or you don't know what you want, All right. I hope this resonates, and I will talk to you guys soon for your July readings. Bye.